Hi friends, it's Renee. So I talk on this channel a lot about being a mom and being productive, going after your dreams and not stopping what you have to do because you have a family to raise. So today I want to share with you the apps that I use that keep me going, that help me get it all done from the palm of my hand. So if you're interested in hearing all the apps that I do, that I use to get it all done, from momming to business to myself, my money, my self-care, then just keep watching. Okay guys, so I'm going to break this down and have some timestamps because there are different categories that I want to talk about. So the first category is going to be momming, the things that help me be a mom, get stuff done here in the house with the family. The second is going to be business, so that is my YouTube and my Etsy shop. And the third is going to be self-care and money goals. So let's get into these apps. Now let me tell you, the first app that I love to use is Instacart. Either you're team Instacart or you're not. I used to love going to the grocery store, walking around every aisle, and that would be my self-care, my time away from the house and buying things. But then I found that I would just be purchasing too much. So I had to switch it up and actually go back to establishing a meal plan, taking the things that I have in my house, adding things to it here and there, and creating a plan for the house. Use up what we had in the house, not have so much waste, and not spend so much money, not waste money. Then I had to consider the fact that I started working 12 hours pretty much every day, 5 days a week, and was exhausted when I got off. Like I can't even lie, I'm exhausted when I get off. So Instacart has really come through. I have added it into the budget. It's $10 a month, but I can order as much Instacart as I want. They bring it right to the house, and I don't have to worry about not being able to do that mom thing for my family because I'm tired and working and a service member and running a business and all these other things. So Instacart is a yes for me. The second thing that I use is Life 360. Now, this app actually helps you pinpoint where your family is. So we have a teenager who is driving. You guys know it's a little bit crazy out here for not only just African American males, but people in general. Like the world is crazy right now, and I do worry about my family when they're not at home, with even my husband. So we have this app that allows us to see where our family is at. It has accident control on there, so if anyone ever got in an accident, it would alert the other people. It just allows us to keep ties on one another when we're not at home. The last app that I use for momming is what is it called? Is Every Dollar. So I am team budget. I am not team zero balance budgets, but I am team budget. So I like Every Dollar opposed to other apps. One, because it's free, and two, because I'm able to categorize my money as well as have that internal register. And I live by a register. I used to work in banking. I really, really love having a register, and Every Dollar allows me to have that. It allows me to keep up with my transactions as I'm doing them and see what is remaining. So I do love Every Dollar for that reason, but it does promote using a budget as well. So let's move into business. I have a lot of apps on business, so I'm just going to roll through them, tell you what I use them for and why I love them, and then just get to the next one, okay? So Canva, if you are a creative, if you do Instagram, if you do TikTok, if you do any promotional things, if you do YouTube, if you are a creative in any capacity, even a small business owner, you would benefit from Canva. I want to say it's $12.99 a month, but you can go on and create anything, any type of visual that you need, and it has the proper dimensions. So if I'm making a YouTube thumbnail, it will give me the proper dimensions on that. If I'm doing an Instagram story, a reel, a post, anything, a poster, it has so many different things on there. It has templates, but you can do as much or as little as you like. You can take what they give you as far as the template, or you can actually create your own design on there. I love Canva, and I love the fact that you can do it on your computer and you can do it on your phone, and it has all the same features. So I typically use it on my phone, but sometimes I'll just go to canva.com if I'm already in the computer and do it that way as well. It is so worth the money. Next that I use is Imovie. Now I do not film or edit in Imovie, but I do chunk all of my clips together. So if I'm doing a vlog, I actually will go on iMovie and put them all together, and then I will export it, send it to the MacBook, and that's how I'll edit it. I never use iMovie. If I have like a basic sit down video that doesn't need a lot of editing, then I'll just go ahead and do it on iMovie. It's free, it's on your phone, or you can do it on your MacBook, but it's definitely something that I use just about every time that I do a long video where I have a lot of different clips. PS Express is another editing feature that I have that I use. I use that to edit my photos. The only thing with it, it is free, but you will get like this small watermark on the bottom of your photo. I mean, but that's okay, right? Who cares? So it allows you to change so many different features of a picture, a photo, and make it look so much more professional for your Instagram feed, your TikTok, your Facebook, your everything, right? Everything. I even use it when I print photos for our family. I'll go on there, I'll tweak some things, make it a little bit brighter, you know, add some little contrast, some little shadow, a little highlight. And then I will actually, when I do print things for the house or for our family for gifts, I will use PS Express. Pinterest is another app that I use. I feel like it's just not talked about enough. People have gone away from Pinterest, but I use Pinterest for inspiration. Inspiration on things to post, inspiration on things to talk about, inspiration for birthday parties and things for the house and decorations and dinners. I use Pinterest for everything. Pinterest could really fall in every single category of my life. I use Pinterest all the time. I know there's like a melanin interest version now. I think that's what it's called, melanin interest. I use that as well, but I don't gravitate to it because it's new, but it is for people of color, so we don't have to put like hairstyles for Black babies, you know, because that literally is a thing that I have to search to find hairstyles for Octavia Renee. So it does cater more to the African American culture. So if you're interested, definitely check it out. So the next things are all about business money. So I use QuickBooks. My husband actually uses QuickBooks. I don't right now for my business, but we do. It allows us to send invoices and receive payments, and they go straight to his business account, and it keeps a tally of all of the things. YouTube Studio is something I use for my YouTube channel. It allows me to upload and edit description boxes and everything. So typically what I do is I'll do most of the editing on Google. I mean, not editing. I'll do most of the description and tags and all of that on Google, but I will upload the thumbnail on YouTube Studio because I prefer to create the thumbnail on my phone. And then sell on Etsy, essentially the same thing as YouTube Studio, but for Etsy. So I'm able to put up posts. I'm able to edit and change the listing. I'm able to see my analytics for everything on the app on my phone. All right, guys, so let's move into money and self. So we already talked about every dollar because that is more towards my family and our household. But for me, when I think of myself and money, I think of like my investments. And my favorite way to invest is actually Acorns. So Acorns is something that uses roundup. So it's connected to your bank account, and when you swipe your card, it rounds it up. So say I use, I don't know, $12.75. That 25 cents is going to go towards my roundup. And then when my roundup gets to whatever the dollar amount I set, so like $5, then it will place that amount of money in my investment. So it allows me to invest without thinking about it. You do a small little questionnaire, asks how you want to be aggressive, how aggressive you want to be, what your long-term plans are for investment funds, and then it kind of helps you get into that path. So I really love Acorns. I love to see my acorn grow, my tree grow, whatever it is that they say. And I really don't have to think about it. Like, it does the roundup on its own. It's not something that's every day. It tallies up the change of whatever you're spending. And once it gets to whatever plateau you've set, then it'll switch everything up over to the Acorns account. When I'm talking about investments, I think about Coinbase, I think about E-Trade, and I think about Robinhood as well. I use all three of those for different reasons. So Coinbase is something that my husband introduced me to, you can do the cryptocurrency on there. So I do have something on Coinbase. I do like Coinbase because with cryptocurrency, you can buy and sell all the time. You don't have to worry about the market being closed or open or any of that. If I get extra money or if I just feel the spirits, then I can go on and buy and or sell crypto at any time. So I do like Coinbase. It's only for crypto. Robinhood, I know they get a lot of bad rep, but I do like Robinhood because I feel like you can go on and you can see what's going on with the stock more in real time than with E-Trade. With E-Trade, I'm able to see that, but I have to pay for the subscription. I don't want to. So a lot of times what I'll do is I will go to Robinhood, see what's going on with the stock, go to E-Trade, buy and or sell the stock. And I do that. I like E-Trade because it allows me to day trade. There's not a cap on how many times I can buy and or sell in one day a certain stock. So I don't have any issues with that. With Robinhood, it's like 6 times per month that you can actually day trade, and I don't like to be limited. So yeah, so I do have both. I do like both, and I mean, to have a diverse portfolio is not an issue anyway. So I don't really talk a lot about investments, but I do think it's something that everyone should be getting to learn about and getting into. Because I always say, man, if my grandparents had invested in Microsoft or things of that nature, we would be doing a lot better off than we would be doing as a community or as a family. So I want my kids to not have to say that. You know, I don't want my kids to be like, dang, if my mom had bought Bitcoin, 40 years ago, then we'd be good. No, I'm trying to invest now and get into the market for our future totally. Another thing that I do for like my money, I guess, is Experian. I do like to keep ties on my credit. The more I get into paying things off and building and establishing credit and having good credit goals and having good credit habits, I do want to make sure I'm keeping an eye on that. So I do have the Experian app. I used to pay the $14.99 to be able to keep it locked, and I mean, that's all it really did. But now I no longer do that. That $14.99 can go towards something else and go towards the debt snowball. But I do still have the app so that I'm able to see what's going on with my credit. So the next two are all about self-development for myself. So I have Audible. I love to read, period. But I don't have time to read anymore. I used to like just sit in my room and read and just pass the time away. And I can't, I'm all these things. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I'm a business owner, I'm a content creator, I'm an army girl. I don't have time to read. So I love to multitask. And when I multitask, I a lot of times incorporate reading with Audible into what I'm doing. So when I'm doing my makeup, when I'm cooking dinner, when I'm driving in the car, things of that nature, I will have books reading to me. Now, I have mostly self-development books in my repertoire, but I do have The New Coldest Winter Ever because, come on, let's be real. I bought that on pre-order because I read that when I was in my 20s, and the truth. So it's not really aligned with who I am right now. Like Nia Long is reading it, and I'm just like, damn. My husband's like, what are you reading? Like, what are you listening to? And I'm just like, man, I used to be on the hook, but I will read it and get through it. The only issue I have with Audible is that I find myself bouncing easily through the book. So like, you guys, I'm pretty sure I'm showing you like my Audible books. I haven't finished not nail one book. It just depends on my mood. And I mean, I like that I can bounce, but I do be like, okay, Renee, you need to actually finish these books. Sis, finish the book, right? And then the last thing for me and my self-development is She Reads Truth app. So it is a Bible app that comes with a monthly devotional. I wish they had like different plans because every month I get a monthly devotional, but honestly, I don't dive into the book devotional every single day because the way my schedule is set up. I mean, there's no excuse, but I don't. So I keep getting these books and I haven't really finished them, but I don't want to stop the subscription. So I'm just going to kind of keep them and get through them as I can. It won't be a daily thing. I'll probably do a couple at one time. I'll figure out my system, but I do love the app. It is catered towards women. They do have a He Reads Truth, I want to say, but it is it's nice. It pinpoints you. You have so many different devotionals, and I have the Bible app, and I like the Bible app, but I do like this pinpoint devotional app that they've created as well. So these are all the apps that I have. These are not all the apps on my phone, but this is a lot. These are a lot of apps, y'all. But these are ones that help me get it all done, be who I need to be, do the things that I need to do for myself and for my family and for my business. So hopefully you have found maybe 1 or 2 apps that you didn't know about, or maybe you kind of heard about it, because these are really mainstream apps, but heard about it and really haven't taken the plunge. A lot of these are free. The ones that are paid are definitely worth the coin, because I'm about saving my coin. Okay. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please, please, please join my internet community. Definitely like this video and also share it. You know, if it was beneficial for you, it'll probably be beneficial for someone else in your internet community as well. So I hope that you subscribe and join my internet community, and I will see you guys in the next video and or vlog. Bye.